Welcome back to the next video. In today's video I will show you how to display banner ads as well as interstitial ads inside your native Android app. So let's get started. So here you can see that at the bottom I am showing you displaying a banner ad, and this is a test ad because I am using the test ad unit. I will tell you what the difference between a test ad unit and a production ad unit is. So here you can see this is how one of the banner ads looks like, and the hello world is a normal text view from Android, and this show interstitial ad is a normal button from Android as well. Now if I click on that particular button, I will display an interstitial ad as well. So if I click on it, here you can see an interstitial ad has been displayed. Now an interstitial ad can be displayed only once. If you want to again display it for this once the app is opened, you can display interstitial ad for only once. If you again want to display it, then you will have to write the logic of reloading the ad again and again. But if the user completely closes the app and reopens your app again, then again you can display the interstitial ad again. So for one app session, what I meant is you can display interstitial ad again. There are ways to overcome that as well, but yeah, I want to keep this tutorial extremely simple. Maybe in future video I will try to cover that. So first, how to get set up. Now this getting this setup remains the same whether you want to display a banner ad or an interstitial ad. These steps are common. So first, like create a native Android project, okay, and like I'm using the latest Android Studio, so I already satisfy all these things. And here you will just have to add this implementation of Google Play services. So I'll just remove this, and first you will have to go to build.gradle.kts, and here you can see I have added this implementation of Google Play services ads. Next, you will have to add this metadata. Now here you can see we require this value, and they already provide us a sample value. Now this sample value is only for testing purposes. Later on I will show you how to generate a production value as well. So just copy this and replace this this xxyy thing with this, okay. So just go to Android manifest, and here you can see I have added this thing, okay. So again this remains same for banner ad as well as interstitial ad. Now you have to initialize your Google Maps ad SDK. So I have added this bit of code as well. So maps SDK dot initialize. So if I go to my main activity, at the top here you can see I have added this as well. Now things change depend on whether you want to add a banner ad or an interstitial ad. So I want to add a banner ad, okay. So first you will have to add this ads view to your XML layout. You can, if you are using Jetpack Compose, you can use the Android view as well for this. So but I am using old XML layout. So I have just come over inside my activity underscore main, and here you can see I have added this ads view, and I don't know why this is so small, okay. So here you can see I am displaying this ads view at the very bottom of the page, but you can display it wherever it makes sense to you. Typically I have observed that it is displayed at the bottom, and you have to add this XML ad. So basically you can copy paste this code from the documentation. So you have to add this, you have to add an ID. So width I have set it as 0 dp, and height is wrap content. If you want, you can add this central horizontal to align parent, and here is the ad size. So the ad size are of different formats, so use whatever makes sense to you. I have set it as a banner, but if I go over here, you can see that you can use something like banner, large banner, medium rectangle, full banner, leaderboard, something like that. And these are the sizes and dp for those, so use whatever makes sense to you. So here you can see, and also we have to set our ad unit as well. Suppose you are not setting this ad size inside the XML, if you are setting it programmatically, make sure you set the ad unit programmatically as well. And here again this is a test ad which I am using. Again I will show you later on how to use this, how to create a production ad for this. So next what I'm doing is that I'm taking and initializing this ads view. So here I have created variable for this, and here you can see I'm initializing it. Then I'm creating a request, builder.build, and I'm loading this ad view dot load ad request, okay. And So here you can see I'm doing this thing. Next, you can add some listeners as well, just to see whether the ad was clicked, ad was closed, or ad failed to load, those kind of listeners. So what I have done is that, so I add a view dot add listener, and here you can see you can add all this bunch of listeners to this. And here I have just I'm logging it to the console, but not doing much about it, but you can do whatever makes sense to you. So yeah, that's it, I think, for banner ads. Yeah, one more important thing, you have to make this hardware accelerated to true to whatever activity is your ads, like whatever activity is been the banner is displayed for, whichever activity, you have to make this hardware accelerated true, as well as to the application class. If an activity is not using hardware accelerated, then you can keep it as false, if you are following multiple activity principle. If it is single activity, then you will have to make that single activity hardware access. So here you can see I have made this as hardware accelerated true, as well as this activity is hardware accelerated true. So yeah, that's it for banner. Now for displaying interstitial ad, what you will have to do is, so firstly, you will have to initialize this interstitial ad, and we have to load it something like this. So if you go over here, main activity, now this banner ad and interstitial ad do take some time to initialize, so be careful with this. Don't directly click on that button, and you might be little confused on why my ad is not getting displayed. It takes around 2 to 3 seconds to get displayed, and it might change depend on the user's network as well. So here you can see I have created variable for interstitial ad, and next, here I am loading our interstitial ad. Again, this is a test ID. I will show you how to use a production ID later. And here I am initializing our interstitial ad. So in case if the ad failed to load, you can display a toast message or something like that. And here I want the full screen content callback. So if you see over here, full screen content callback, and it provides you events for that as well. So on ad clicked, on ad dismissed. So if you are curious, you can add like handle those as well. And on my button click, all I'm doing is that I'm just checking if interstitial ad is not equal to null, then show this ad, otherwise just display a log to the console. And I think yeah, that should be it. Let's see the documentation. Yeah, so there are some best practices as well, which you might want to have a look at. But yeah, that should be it. Now before we create those production ad units, I want to tell you guys is that don't once we create those production ad units, don't replace those ad units while you're doing testing. Only once you're ready for production, make sure you replace those test ad units with your production ad units. This is because if you try to try to click your production ad units by yourself, your admob account might get blocked. So please be very careful with that. So to get the production ad units for your Android app, what you will have to do is that you will have to go to Google AdMob. You will have to sign up, and then you will have to click on apps, add an app. Now I will add it for Android. Now this depends on you whether your app is already deployed to Play Store or not. So I will just select no. I will click on continue. Here I can give my app some name, so I will just give it as first app. Okay, next I will click on add app, and here you can see, so you will have to create ad units as well as test SDK integration. Firstly, one thing which I want to tell to you guys is that once you have deployed your app to Play Store, you will have to link your app back again inside AdMob. So there will be an option to link your ad once it is deployed to Play Store, but here I don't have any production app, so I will just wait for it. So I won't link it, and also it requires a review. So once you have created an ad like an app inside AdMob, you might have to wait for some period of time. It won't be available to you immediately, but I will show you how to create an ad unit. So I will just click on add unit. Now here you will have to select whether you want a banner or interstitial. So I will just select banner, and here you can give any ad name. So I will just give first app first app banner. okay, and I don't want this. I'll just click on create ad unit. So here you can see this is the this thing you have to copy to your manifest, as well as your to your XML file, or programmatically however you have done it for your Android stuff. So do copy this and replace it like at the appropriate location inside your Android app. So if you want, you can create another ad unit as well, but I think that's it for me for the banner ad. So if you want to create an interstitial ad as well, just click on add unit, select, give some name. So I will just say first, only if I can type in first app interstitial, and I will just click on create ad unit. And here again you will have to copy this for your interstitial ad. So yeah, that's it for Android, but do make sure you are properly linking your app once you have deployed it to Google Play Store as well as to the App Store. So I think there might be some option, like I'm not really sure where. Ad units, maybe in app settings, I guess. So here you can see app store details. So if I click on add, here you will have to search your app by your URL or package name, and then you can link your app with your like Google Play Store app with your this app which you have created on admob. So yeah, that's it for Android.